Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here on a live interview of Nancy Dunn, and she's living in North Carolina, and we're going to find out more about this. My name is Marinella. I'm a visual artist, and I'm a founder of Art Classes Group. We have a platform here for art classes, art materials, and you can find out about us on our website, artclassesgroup.com. Our program, it is called Don't Just Make Art, Let's Talk About Art. And we are really happy to announce that recently we partnership with the Inktober. So every day, everyone who is doing their projects, you can send it to us and you have your chance to be published into different magazines and featured into our interviews. So please get back to us as well with all your work from Inktober. And but let's get back to our guest, Nancy. And how are you? How are you, Nancy?
I am fine. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Here in England, we have an amazing rainy weather. How is the weather there in North Carolina?
It is cold and not rainy. It's cold and bright and sunny.
But sunny.
But sunny, yes.
Oh, that is really nice. It is funny, because here in our studio, all the students that they are coming, they are painting just sunny landscapes. They are imagining how is a nice sunny.
Well,
So
where they
yes.
want to be.
Um, so Nancy, can you tell us about your background in art? At which point your passion for art started in your life?
I was in grammar school, and I saw someone else's, one of the older kids' artwork, and they had drawn a beautiful drawing of a horse. And
Mm.
I wanted to draw a horse like that so bad. And that became my goal. And I worked on it and worked on it and worked on it. And finally, I got good enough with a pencil that I could finally draw a horse and make it look like a horse, a real horse. And I was so thrilled. And by then, I was hooked. And another thing, too, is that I had the same art teacher from first grade through 11th grade. And he was extremely encouraging. In fact, he told me, he said, I think in a past life you may have been a Japanese princess who could draw really.
Wow.
And for a kid, that was like, wow, wow. I was hooked on art. His name
That was your point when.
yeah. His name was Hans Pauli. He was a lovely, lovely educator in South Carolina.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much for this. And from the website pixels.com, I found out about some of your artworks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we have. I've seen some amazing landscapes and amazing sceneries with people and animals. So I was really intrigued about this one. What is it, and which medium did you use for this
This is
painting?
acrylic. It's acrylic on canvas.
Right.
It's a museum wrap. I have the painting here. Let me show you what I call museum wrap. I like to paint this way.
Thank you so much. Yes.
It's painted around the edge. The whole
Yes.
scene goes around the edge and off the edge, so that you don't have to frame it.
Yes.
It's ready to hang just like it is. It's kind of a contemporary take on not framing, but this was a trip I took to a place called Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's in the mountains of eastern Tennessee, which is right next to where I live, western North Carolina. But there's a ski resort there, and there's a ski lift that takes you way up the top of the mountain. And this
Wow.
is the overlook from across this mountain. This is called Mount LeConte
Wow.
in Tennessee. And it was January, and there had been a snowstorm that had come through the night before, and of course coated those peaks. And it was just such a beautiful view that I
Yes.
tried to reproduce it. And of course, it's nothing like what it really is there in person, but it's my attempt at it.
Really nice, really nice. Very serene
Mhm.
landscape, and it's amazing how many shades of blue did you get, in the
Right.
painting.
Yeah.
Yes.
In that sky, the storm, there were still clouds from the storm the night before. They were moving away. You can see the blue sky coming through. And then the mountains were incredible with all the deep shadows and a little bit of the rust of the trees, but they must have had frost all over them or snow even down in that valley there. But it was just such a beautiful sight.
Very
You know, it was
nice.
fun to paint.
And I have the next painting, the same extremely detailed and very nice landscape here. So the same, is it acrylics?
This is acrylic on canvas. It's a collaboration. There was a young man that he grew up in Cleveland. This is downtown Cleveland, Ohio. And he had done the actual line work on a AutoCAD program. He was learning how to operate an AutoCAD program, and he came
Yeah,
up with just the drawing, just the lines.
yeah.
And he asked me if I would paint it in with the sunset behind it and everything. And so I took that file, had it printed onto a canvas that was already coated with actually photographic gesso, I guess you could call it, and then painted onto it. Which, by the way, that particular type of canvas is a dream to paint on. I guess
Oh,
because it's created or manufactured to accept the ink of a
yeah.
print, of a photographic print, but it's a dream to paint on. And I really had a lot of fun with this one. Lots of details, which was
Yes.
kind of fun. It was lots of fun.
How long did it took you this painting?
Oh gosh, days, but in hours, maybe 24 hours.
Wow.
Because I had to keep going back and back and back, especially in that lower area there.
Yes, where are mostly the buildings and
Windows, yeah.
very nice, very nice. The same, the sky is amazing, the blending of orange into blue, amazing colors. The same, a very serene painting, very peaceful, it gives a real feel of
Yeah,
peacefulness.
yeah.
Where
So
is it?
this is on the coast of California. I'm not sure exactly where. I just know there are a lot of areas on the coast of California that are very rocky, like this. I worked with this young lady, and her fiance. She's now the mother of 3 boys, but her fiance took the photograph, and I said, "That is just the most lovely, lovely photograph ever. Please let me paint it,
Yeah.
and I'll give it to you for a wedding gift." And
Oh,
that's what I did. And she tells me that it's in her boys' room so that she can look at them all the time.
nice. What is the size of the painting? Is it big painting or a medium?
It's fairly big. That one I think is probably about 36 by 30, something like that. I'd have to go to my notes on my, that's in another file somewhere else.
Yeah.
It doesn't live with me anymore.
And we have the next painting. I really like the theme of the painting. and how it captures the moment. What is it about?
I was on a tour bus in going through downtown Seattle, Washington, and in fact, I don't. You can see the bus behind his head. That's the
Yes.
bus I was on. And so I didn't paint myself in there, but I'm up there going clickety click click, and that I just thought he was so interesting there. Obviously taking a break. He's got a cigarette in his hand, and I really like the way the light played, reflecting off the sidewalk and up under his chin, up under his face. And then, of course, the reflection of the woman walking with her little boy in the background. There was just a lot of depth and interesting things going on, reflections and light and everything. That one's a 12 by 12. I know that one because I still have it. And it's got the museum wrap where you paint around the edges and everything too.
It's
It's
really
really
nice.
out of frame.
And it is so impressive that all the details, they're actually reflected in the mirror. So
Yeah,
everything is very nice and clear around, but in rest you can see from the mirror the actual picture. Very
right.
nice. And the person resting, from his ship.
From his,
Really nice idea. And capturing the moment.
yeah, yes.
And I really love this one. This painting really gives you a feeling, of his
Yeah.
invitation, meditation, and yeah. Well, what is it? Yes, about this painting.
Uh, this one was also one of those that I took while we were driving around downtown Seattle, and she just was reading the book, and and the light on her. I was so happy I was able to catch it. And the sign, I just don't remember what the sign said, because this is obviously the end of it, and I could have cut it out and just had it focused on her, but I thought that was just part of it. And it added that color into it too, and it was also the wrinkles in the down at the bottom of the sign. I really wanted to get into that,
Yeah.
and that and her leather coat. That was
Yes.
a challenge to paint, but it was a lot of fun. I really liked the book thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the slant of her head, that was a challenge too, to have a
Yes.
face
Yes. Yes.
and a slant like that.
But honestly, how you show the texture of her coat is really nice. It's very,
Yeah.
very nice. Very realistic and nice represented. And I think we have a question, Nancy. Have you done any painting of Mars Hill? I don't
Oh,
know, where is it.
that's my friend Mo. Hey Mo. Uh, we went to school at Mars Hill College. And, I have not done any paintings of Mars Hill. I still have some of my paintings that I did while I was in art class there.
Oh.
Some of my early stuff. I was into Salvador Dali.
Oh.
But early days.
So, Nancy, our program is also, dedicated for young people who wants to pursue a career or a passion for art. Do you have any advice for them, or maybe how is the art scene in America? How do you see the things for the new generation art?
um, I'm always optimistic, and because like especially here in Asheville, there's an art gallery. There's an art gallery around every corner, so there's got to be opportunities for showing your artwork. Um, uh, I've never been one to try to market my stuff that much. In fact, putting my stuff on Fine Art America is my biggest push I've ever done. But one thing I would like to tell people, tell young people, is to notice things. Notice things. Really, really look at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at how a plant grows. Look at how a tree grows. Look at the leaves. Look at the big picture. Look at the little things. Uh,
Yes.
uh, kind of understand why it looks like that too, as to why. I mean, you
Yeah.
can understand it from the inside out, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
And another thing is to draw, always drawing, because that's
Mm.
making you look. It's making you look at something and try to bring it from your mind into your hand, onto that surface. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it, and the more you understand how you see things, and
Yeah.
how things should look, as far as realism, you know. And I think realism feeds abstract. I mean, when
Exactly.
abstract has some basis in realism, it's more interesting, to
Yeah.
me, anyway.
Yeah. And I think all artists, they started their career with realism, and then they moved into the abstract. All of them, Picasso, all of them.
Oh
So
yes,
this is,
they absolutely did.
yeah, so
Salvador
definitely
Dali was a fabulous, fabulous classical artist,
yeah.
and what he did with it, it was just amazing.
Yes, it's true. It's true. And as it said, you can observe a place on or an object mostly by drawing it. So if
Hmm.
more you draw, more we observe the things around us, and they get more into our memories.
Right.
Um, so indeed, the drawing is like a basic for our life. It's good to have a
Right.
skill in life.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm.
Like this is a suitcase. You just keep packing stuff in there, and then you can sit down. Like, I've been drawing since I'm stuck at home with all the virus and all that kind of stuff. I've just been drawing imaginary people. Uh,
Yeah, nice. Oh,
just
that is
just
nice.
just I mean, I've got pages and pages and pages of people, just people,
Yeah.
that I don't know where they come from. It's just stuff that's been packed in my suitcase, I think.
Great. Yes, yes, this is observation. Exactly what you said about it. It's
Yes,
all observing and capturing into your mind and expressing into by drawing or painting. Yes, yeah,
yes, right, right.
yeah. Nancy, this is amazing, and thank you so much. It was so nice to hear, from America. How is it? How is the art there? And it was so nice to hear your stories. And thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Oh,
It
sure.
really
I'm
means.
so happy. I'm thrilled that you asked me.
Thank you so much as well. And it will mean a lot for our, young people from here that they want to do art. And everyone is wondering, is this for future? Does it worth it? So it's good to have, opinions from different people. And thank you
Right.
so much once again. Yes,
All
for sharing.
right. Sure. Sure. Thank you.
So it was nice to hear from you, and it was nice to see how it's in North Carolina. It is different, completely from what we hear here in England, raining, and no sun. um, so hopefully everyone will get advice, from this interview, will get inspired, and they'll start a passion in art. Also, everyone, please join us again next Sunday, 3 p.m. with another interview. Send us your daily challenges. We are going to feature into our interviews your works. We'll select the best ones. Meanwhile, you can follow us on the social media at ourclassesgroup.com. So everyone, just get inspired, and yeah, see you all next week. And Nancy, once again, thank you so much. It was really, really nice to hear from you. Thank you, Nancy. Bye.
Bye.